Hey comic book fans, welcome back to the RadioJoel Review, Episode 3, Part 2, where I'm going to give you your fast reviews of all the DC comics I'm reading this week. If you missed Part 1, go check out my channel, RadioJoel Review, hit the subscribe button to see that and a lot more coming your way. So let's jump right into the DC comics that I'm reading this week. First up on my DC slate this week is Batman number 40, Superfriends Part 4. Now, we picked up where Diana and Batman were left off fighting the never-ending horde for Gentleman, who was taking a day off to go see his wife. Now, Selina is trying to convince Gentleman to hurry up as time is just being wasted while Batman and Diana fight for 37 years. Now, Batman and Diana have a couple of close calls where they have will they, won't they moments, but it's a fun dynamic, and they end up not, and Batman comes back being good enough for Selina. This advances the storyline. I thought it was a good story. Definitely go check it out. I've always enjoyed the Batman storyline. Over to Superman, issue number 40, The Last Days, Part 1. This issue sees John and Superman observing the anniversary of the day Krypton was destroyed. Now, Superman has also built a machine to make sure that no other planet suffers the same fate as Krypton, and when they discover that another planet is about to be destroyed, John and Superman take off to go try and save this world. Now, when they get there, the natives don't really want their help, and we explore the dynamic between science versus religion, and there's one native there who wants to help Superman and Superboy to save their planet. So that's where we leave the issue off. I thought it was a cool storyline. If you're into that kind of science versus religion dynamic, go check it out. Moving over next to Justice League, issue number 38, The People vs. Justice League. Now, last we left off, the Fan had tampered with the Justice League equipment and scattered them across the globe. Now that they've all come back together, they've got an issue that they have to deal with before going to take on the Fan. And it's what are they going to do about Batman, their leader who's just kind of been on hiatus. So, after having the conversation with him, they remove Batman as the leader, and at the last scene of the issue, Batman walks in and appoints Cyborg to be the new leader of the Justice League. I like this issue, I like where it's going, stick with it, I think it's hot. Moving over next to something I didn't really enjoy this week, it's the Mother Panic Batman crossover, Milk Wars Part 2. Now this issue opens up with Mother Panic going to check out a place that she had thought long burned down, but it's back, and and Batman is there, and he's under the influence of the milk. And of course, he's got little Robin disciples there, as all the children under the influence as well. This issue is weird. The story is weird. I gave it a shot last week also with the Justice League of America Doom Patrol crossover. It's not for me. I won't be checking out the next part. If you liked it, more power to you. Next up in DC is a story I'm just getting involved with now. It's Nightwing issue number 38, The Untouchables. So I like the Judge, I like this story where it's going. We see the Guppy has been convinced to kill his father, the League of Limousine Assassins has been hired as protection, and Nightwing has to do some pretty dastardly things to get into the hotel where the Judge is hiding. They have a face-off at the end of this issue, and I like where it's going. It's a hot issue, and I'm going to stick with it, and you should too. And last but not least, Deathstroke number 28. I'm not going to give you a review of it. I'm also just jumping in on it, and there's a lot of what's going on in the past with this Deathstroke issue. So, being that I'm new to the story, I'm not going to go ahead and review it, but I did enjoy it, and there's a lot for me to catch up on. Thanks a lot for checking out Part 2 of the RadioJoel Review, Episode 3. If you missed Part 1, hit subscribe and go to my channel and check it out. There's a lot more coming for you next week. Stay tuned.